You live in an era where everything is loud. Notifications scream. Opinions shout. Validation is a commodity sold in likes and comments. People broadcast their struggles, their plans, their journeys like they are creating proof they exist. But listen, noise is the enemy of creation. Focus is quiet. Discipline is silent. Mastery happens in the invisible hours when no one is watching. If you want to build anything meaningful, you must become comfortable with being unseen. You must learn to protect your attention like it's the last fire on a freezing night. Why silent focus? Because when you speak your plan before it's accomplished, you leak energy. You seek validation. You soothe the discomfort of action with the comfort of being heard. You think talking about work equals doing work. It doesn't, it's the opposite. Talking decreases hunger. Talking simulates progress. And simulation is a trap. This is not about being lonely. This is about being strategic. Every person who reached the top understood that only results matter. No one remembers who talked the loudest. They remember who executed the longest. So what does stay silent actually mean? It's simple. Do the work without the announcement. Log the hours without the updates. Let the finished product be the announcement. Think of building like a forge. You hammer in the dark. Sparks fly. Steel is shaped. You don't announce every strike. You don't ask for applause for effort. The work either yields a blade or it doesn't. If the blade is good, there's no need for a story. People will ask how it was made. Then you explain. Until then, stay quiet. Silence is also an accountability filter. If you're telling everyone what you will do, you're often seeking permission to quit. You're looking for support to justify failure. Don't outsource your courage. Own it. Be the person who sets a plan, executes it, and allows the result to do the talking. You might ask, does silence mean no networking, no sharing? No, it means you are careful about when and how you share. You network when there's value to create, not to tell people about your plan. You share progress when it's meaningful, not to harvest sympathy. You give updates to clarify facts, not to receive fuel. Protect your attention. If someone consumes more of your mental energy than they return in value, they are a noise drain. Cut them out. Put boundaries around your day. Your time is currency. Spend it like you mean it. A silent focus habit is practical. Start small. Pick one high-leverage task and protect 90 minutes every day. Turn off notifications. Close the tab that is your escape. Lean into boredom. The mind hates empty spaces and will try to fill them with distractions. Fight that urge. Your future depends on your ability to sit in discomfort and do the work anyway. Silence also kills the need for approval. When you stop posting, you stop monitoring responses. Your worth is no longer tethered to applause. This is a muscle. Train it. The first day will sting. The first week will hurt. But after a month, you will feel the shift. You'll notice thinking is deeper than talking. Ideas become sharper. Execution becomes cleaner. Finally, silence is not passive. It is aggressive. It is a strategy used by the best. You are not hiding, you are working. You are not quitting social life. You are prioritizing creation. The louder the world gets, the more the silent grind stands out. Do not be tempted to make noise to feel alive. Build in silence to become alive. If silence is the shelter, focus is the weapon. But focus doesn't exist without structure. Without systems, your resolve becomes a seasonal thing. It flashes and fades. You need structures that make silence and focus automatic. First, eliminate the obvious drains. Notifications are designed to hijack attention. Social platforms are psychological farms. Do not give your attention to companies that profit from your distraction. Delete apps you use as time fillers. When you need a mind break, take a walk. Not a scroll? Boredom builds creativity. Scrolling kills it. Second, design your environment. The easiest choice should be the productive one. Make the phone inconvenient to reach. Create a dedicated workspace that signals work mode. Use ambient noise or instrumental music that increases concentration. Small changes compound. Third, use time blocking. Break your day into focused segments. Start with 60 to 90-minute blocks of deep work. Protect these blocks like sacred appointments, not email, not chores, not social browsing. If it helps, put your calendar on lockdown and treat these blocks as non-negotiable. Fourth, prioritize ruthlessly. Most people feel busy because they do small things that feel productive without moving the needle. Identify your top 3 tasks for the day, the 3 actions that, if done, will truly move your life forward. Everything else is noise. Fifth, practice single tasking. Multitasking is a myth. It's an efficiency illusion. True progress comes from sustained attention. When you are listening to music and checking messages while attempting meaningful work, you are making your brain shallow. Depth needs quiet. Sixth, build micro habits that anchor your day. Micro habits are tiny actions that are almost impossible to resist. 10 push-ups after brushing your teeth, 5 minutes of writing after your coffee, reading a page before bed. These small anchors make discipline predictable. They institutionalize progress. Seventh, measure progress with outcomes, not busyness. Keep a log of completed tasks that move the needle. At the end of the week, analyze what worked and what didn't. Success is not about being busy. It's about delivering impact. When your KPI is output, noise becomes irrelevant. Eighth, guard your mental intake. Your head is a garden. Stop watering what you don't want to grow. Consume ideas that sharpen your thinking, long-form books, essays, slow podcasts. Fast content makes the mind fast and shallow. Long content builds depth and reasoning. Ninth, control your circle. Energy is contagious. People who gossip, complain, or live for validation will drag your focus toward emptiness. Surround yourself with quiet builders. They don't shout their progress. They show it. The company you keep should amplify your behavior, not distract you from it. 10th, learn to say no to events, to requests, to distractions. Every yes is a tax on your time. The habit of saying no is the discipline that gives you yeses that matter. If a meeting or a party steals the hours you've protected for creation, decline. Your future self will thank you. Finally, practice silent accountability. You don't have to make a public spectacle of your discipline. Keep a private log. Use a coach if you need external accountability, but do not equate accountability with broadcasting. Accountability is for results, not applause. Fixing focus is not a one-time act. It is a continual curation of your life. Each choice either strengthens your attention or crushes it. Decide daily which side you will feed. Rituals turn will into habit. If you want to stay silent and focus on yourself, rituals will carry you when willpower fades. Build them and guard them. Start with a morning ritual that primes your day. It doesn't need to be long, it needs to be consistent. Wake at a fixed time. Hydrate, move your body for 10 to 20 minutes. Stretch, walk, push-ups, break the inertia. Then plan, write down your top 3. No phone, no news, no noise. Your morning ritual should be an island of clarity before the world steals your attention. Create a pre-work ritual to enter deep focus. It might be making a cup of coffee, turning on a specific lamp, closing a door, opening a blank document. Ritual signals to your brain that it's time to work. Use the same sequence. Over time, the ritual will automatically induce focus. Design an evening ritual that closes the day and prepares the mind for rest. Review your wins. Note where you faltered. Put tomorrow's top 3 in place. Then do a hard cutoff, no screens 30 minutes before bed. Read, reflect, recover. A clear end to the day prevents leftover mental noise from sabotaging tomorrow. Build practice hours around skills that matter. If you need to write, schedule writing blocks. If you need to train, schedule the workout. If you need to learn, schedule study. Repetition over time builds mastery. Focus turns to skill. Skill becomes leverage. Use the small wins approach to keep momentum. Every micro task completed is evidence you are on path. celebrate quietly. Don't publicize the small wins. Internal celebration builds confidence without external dependency. Adopt a silent work ethic. Work when others sleep. Train when others party. Learn while others watch shows. The contrast will be the payoff.
Your quiet habits will compound into loud results. Practice deliberate solitude. Solitude is not loneliness. It is a tool. Use it to think, plan, create. Turn off external input and listen to your internal voice. The loudest ideas are born in quiet. Set boundaries for social media. Replace idle scrolling with productive micro-activities. Follow accounts that feed your growth, not your distraction. But remember, even growth accounts can be seeds of distraction if they replace action. Use consumption as fuel, not as avoidance. Embrace boredom as a creative catalyst. When you allow your brain to be bored for minutes, it generates ideas. Constant stimulation stunts ideation. Train yourself to tolerate stillness. The mind will unveil deeper solutions. Practice deep work sprints. Use a timer for intense, focused work. 60 or 90 minutes of total attention. No interruptions, no partial attention. You will produce more in one deep sprint than in hours of distracted labor. Block multiple sprints in your day when possible. Develop a no-update policy for your work in progress. Do not share progress until the result is share-ready. Early shares leak energy. Create external pressure to explain, and invite criticism that can derail momentum. Share complete work, then share the story of the journey if needed. Finally, allow the results to carry your voice. When your work is finished, let the output do the talking. Create the thing that proves who you are. The louder the world gets, the quieter your output should be. Because when it hits, it will be undeniable. All the systems, rituals, and strategies are useless if you don't change who you are. Identity is the foundation. You must become the kind of person who naturally stays silent and focuses. Begin with language. Replace I want with I am. Don't say I want to be. Discipline. Say I am. Disciplined. The statement isn't a lie if you act like it. Over time, the brain adopts the identity that your actions claim. Refuse to define yourself by external noise. Your value is not measured by likes, comments, or applause. Measure your worth by the sum of your daily actions. If you show up consistently, you earn the right to call yourself a builder. Discipline is non-negotiable. It is the decision to do what needs doing when you don't feel like doing it. You will feel tired. You will feel drained. You will face setbacks. Discipline chugs and continues. Practice it in small ways so it grows for larger challenges. Adopt a relentless mindset. Not cruel, not destructive. Relentless. Relentless means you continue when it's hard. You adjust, not quit. You seek solutions, not excuses. It doesn't mean you don't rest. It means rest is scheduled and intentional, not an escape. Recognize the cost of mediocrity. The comfort you cling to now is the suffering you will carry later. Every cocktail of excuses you accept today compounds into a life of regret. The price of chasing comfort is heavy. The price of sacrifice is demanding but temporary. Choose wisely, hold yourself to a higher standard. Admit mistakes quickly, fix them faster. The person who stays silent also owns their errors. Silence does not mean avoiding responsibility. It means taking responsibility privately and solving problems publicly with results. Create a covenant with yourself. A covenant is a promise you don't break. Write it down, sign it. Treat it as a contract with your future self. When temptation comes, read the covenant. Let it anchor you. Embrace patience as your ally. Real change takes time. The results you crave will not appear overnight. The people who succeed are those who outlast quick fads, who deepen their craft while others chase the next viral moment. When the world asks you to scream for attention, refuse. When the world demands you perform before you're ready, refuse. Let them be loud. Let them pursue hollow applause. You will do your work, day by day, and let your life narrate the rest. Now, hear this with clarity. Staying silent doesn't mean being invisible. It means being intentional. It means choosing the path of substance over spectacle. It means being the person who, when the dust settles, stands on the summit built by years of unseen work. If you want one final instruction, here it is. It is simple and brutal. Stop telling people what you will do. Start showing them what you did. Stop seeking applause for your effort. Start collecting results that demand attention. Stop being noisy about your plans. Start being relentless about your execution. Your future self will stand in gratitude for the person who made hard, private choices. Your future self will be living proof that silence paired with ruthless focus is the most effective strategy to win. This is the command. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. Build in private. Let the finished work shout your name. Live in a way that, when you finally speak, people listen because they were waiting for proof, not promises. The world is noisy. Be quieter. Be deeper. Be better. Start today. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. Build. Then let the world be surprised by the life you made in the quiet.